Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Soulcreek, where today I get to deal with my one weakness. I guess probably not the only one, but my biggest weakness: the women. Just joking, but I don't know. We'll see. Voices are hard, and it's early, so I'm sure I'll settle on something that works out okay, but it'll probably take a bit. Anyway, two figures enter the long lodge alongside Loken. My jaw drops. Just like him, they're not human. The chief is a saber-toothed tiger, almost as monstrously huge as Loken. Her dark teeth look vicious enough to shatter bone. I don't know why, but next to her, Loken seems like a petulant pup. Next to her, another woman follows. A weasel? A badger? I'm not quite sure. She's smaller than the other two, closer to my height, but cemented in self assurance. Loken bows his head to the chief. She mirrors the gesture. Drevonia, my chief. Hello, Loken. The husky turns to the weasel. Taki. Hi, chap. Got fresh wood burning? Warm in here. She's got a perky, rounded accent that I can't quite place. Before Loken can reply, she notices the portable heater pointing at me. Ah, you fixed it. Yes. Could trade a month worth of spice for. It is mine. Never changed, mutt. The three of them turn to me. Drevonia stares, head tilted with piqued interest. Her perilous saber teeth are angled right at me. My heart lurches. I see what you mean, Loken. Curious creature. Bite? What do I do? Stay calm. Deep, cleansing breaths. Outstanding. Any useful advice for me? Just don't piss her off. She's the one who decides what happens to you. Drevonia looks at me for an uncomfortable length of time. Taki, what is your counsel? Taki cocks her head, inspecting me as one might inspect a diseased dog from a safe distance. Some kind of short-snouted rat. Guessing he don't have no other clan marks, Loken? He does not. I feel completely ridiculed by the way they're talking about me like I'm some kind of animal. Where in the Blackstones did you find him? Devil's Crag. That's bloody miles away. What was you doing there, thumbing your sheath? I was not doing that. Thank you, Taki. Can he stand? I shoot Loken an uncertain glance. Miraculously, he seems to understand. He is injured. Then he won't run off. Get him up. I was expecting them to be just as blunt and impertinent as Loken, but they don't seem to have the same cumbrous manner of speech that he does. Maybe that's just the way he is. Loken told me to keep quiet, but perhaps they'll be easier to talk to? Speak up. My name's Alex, Chief. Drevonia grins. Loken glares at me for opening my mouth. I just shrug back at him. He speaks Alalian. Yes. Frequently. That's good. Can you stand, Alex? Show me your strength. I think so. I place my bare feet on the floor. My soul sink into the woolen rug. I draw myself up, but whipping pain strikes my side and I hesitate. Bit wobbly. What's wrong with him? An abdominal wound. And you ain't got no idea what species he is? No, I do not. Come on, Loken. You serious with this thing? It ain't safe. Take it to the springs and drown it. Hey, get fucked. I can still hear you. Drevonia smirks at me. Ha! Less than a minute and he already despises you, Taki. The chief slaps Taki on the shoulder with a raucous cackle. I shove myself off the bed and up onto my own 2 feet. Straight away, my head goes fuzzy from pain. Why am I so weak? I didn't think my wound was this bad. My balance fails. I'm about to fall, but find myself unexpectedly propped up by something hefty and warm. I'm gingerly lassoed by a firm, fur-padded arm. My face flushes red as I realize Loken has caught me. My hands land on his voluminous chest, fingers weaving into his thick pelt. I look up and catch his azure eyes. He's so freaking huge. My head barely reaches the height of his chest. Careful. Now it's my turn to just scowl. Why is he being nice all of a sudden? I have to admit, he's really comfortable against my bare skin. Like, really comfortable. He's so soft. I push myself somewhat reluctantly away from him and grab one of the wooden posts for support. Loken steps back. Drevonia doesn't look too impressed with me. I've never seen anything quite like you. What species are you? You sure you want to know? Loken didn't believe me. I am not Loken. Here goes nothing. Hopefully they're less stubborn than the hound. I'm human. Her gaze darkens. Is that so? Eh? Did you just say human? It's the truth. No, it fucking ain't. Not a chance. This ain't, for fuck's sake. Loken! Taki points at the husky furiously with an accusatory finger. Ain't thought this through, have you, mutt? This could be a fucking demon in furless skin. I'm not a demon. Well, you sure ain't a bloody human. They've all been dead since the Cascade. I haven't even told them about Bite, and they already think I'm a threat? This doesn't bode well. Taki turns to Drevonia, still pointing wildly in my direction. The chief's looming glare remains fixed on me. I stare back, fearful of the calculating look she's giving me. Chief, don't take no chances. Take it outside and stamp it to death. Loken bares his canine teeth at Taki and snarls. She squares up to him fearlessly. The two of them look ready to throw punches. Don't you fucking growl at me, boy. He is no demon. How the fuck do you know? Because I am a black runner. You fuckwits ain't the authority on everything. Settle down. Taki grumbles and Loken's ears are flat against his head. Even I'm shaken by the chief's authority. The display of aggression seems laughable next to her. Loken, explain. I cannot. He was in a pod. A pod? Yes, he was injured when I pulled him free. He is not dangerous. You have no idea if he's dangerous or not, Loken. Where did he come from? I do not know. Humans are extinct. So he's come to us from before the Cascade. Is that what you're telling me? This is possible? He's either a time traveler or a liar. And I suspect he's not a time traveler, so... Drevonia fixes me with her emasculating stare. I'm barely able to stand. I'm freezing. I'm starting to tremble from the pain in my side. Alex, humans all died a long time ago, so how did you get here? Can I at least sit back down first? If you must. Uneasily, I meander back to the bed and sit back down on it, clenching my teeth and shivering in relief as the warmth of the heater hits me again. I feel dizzy, nauseous. I take a moment to catch my breath while she stares at me. Loken was right. I'm still very weak. Why is it shivering so much? He is injured. He is cold. Cold? Fuck off. It's bloody summer. It is true. His skin is cold. You touched it? Loken snarls. Perhaps humans prefer warmer climates. It ain't human. It's a bloody rat demon. Thank you, Taki. Alex, I need to know exactly what you are and how you got here. Spare no detail. He has no memory. Loken cuts in before I can blurt out a reply. I'm sorry? He has no memory. Explain. I cannot. You cannot? He did not know his race is extinct. I find that hard to believe. I'm still catching my breath, but I'm just about able to keep up with the conversation. I'm still getting up to speed. Loken told me about the Cascade and the Black Zones. It's been, wild. What happened to your memory? I don't know. I just woke up here. Drevonia shakes her head, then turns to the others. First he claims to be human. Now he claims to remember nothing. It doesn't sit right. Why are they so wary of me? You know what? We need Aeon to look at him. He could tell us if he's safe or not. Who's Aeon? Drevonia steps over to study me closer, her orange eyes scanning me up and down. Aeon is a friend of the clan. He's a master of the old knowledge. Old knowledge? The Zephyr called it science. He is very wise. He could infer the truth by examining you. But it'll take a few days for him to arrive. In the meantime, I must decide what to do with you. How long were you inside the pod, Alex? I don't remember any pod. Then what's your intention here? Are there other humans I should know about? I don't intend anything. I don't remember. I'm getting sick of saying the same thing over and over. You know, he could be telling the truth. Demons can't leave the Black Zone, right, Loken? They cannot. Even you don't know what they might be capable of, Loken. Loken huffs irritably. At least he's on my side. He may be a surviving Zephyr. The pod was very old. Yet the human you found inside is not. Unless you're about to tell me human lifespans are centuries long, Alex. No. Up to 100 years if we're lucky. I realize I'm not helping my case here, but lying to them is only going to make things worse. So how'd you survive in there that long? How many times do I have to say it? I don't know. Maybe the tube was keeping me preserved? The chief raises an eyebrow at me. If you're not from here, how is it you speak Alalian? Damn it. I don't know how to answer that. I suspect one more I don't know will be the final nail in the coffin for any hope of her trusting me. I don't. Drevonia shakes her head before I can even finish the sentence. She scowls at the other two. The fact that he refuses to tell us where he comes from is suspicious enough. It's not that. I just don't remember. You're right, Taki. I want Aeon to examine him. We need to know he isn't a threat. Loken, you said you found the human's pod in Devil's Crag. Tomorrow morning you'll return to it. Perhaps it... No. Why? A demon was present. After I found Alex, I was almost discovered. Loken, you gotta be more careful. If we lose you... I am fine. But it will be unsafe to return for several days. All right. You'll go back there as soon as you think it's safe. And Loken acknowledges her with a nod. Until Aeon arrives, we'll keep Alex restrained and confined to the holding pens. Whoa. What? I'm not a threat, and I'm not going to be anyone's prisoner. Immediately, I know my outburst was a mistake. Her fiery eyes burn into me. Before I can look to Loken for support, she steps over to me and blocks my view of the husky. Drevonia kneels down. Behind her stone-cold face, I can almost sense her sneer, like a bemused predator toying with its condemned prey. Alex. Do you know the names of these mountains? No. Do you know where the nearest Blackstone borders are? No. Have you any idea how to hunt? Stay warm? Survive? No. Then I don't think you're in a position to argue. If you weren't so tight-lipped, I might feel less wary letting a creature found in a Blackstone into my clan. Perhaps you're being honest, or perhaps there's something you're not telling me. My jaw tightens. There is something I'm not telling her. You may be the last human, the last Zephyr. That would be something quite remarkable. Conversely, you may be a trick conjured by the demons. Even my Black Runner cannot say for certain that such a thing is impossible. Until I know what you are, I will not risk you threatening my people. So you will be kept safe, but on my terms. Being locked up against your will makes you a prisoner by most human standards. Call it whatever you wish, Alex. It's what's happening. If you have truly lost your identity, you must be as curious for answers about yourself as we are, no? There's a slight pause. I have to admit, she's got me there. I am, but... Then you will do as I say, and allow Aeon to study you. But know this. If his assessment leads us guessing, I'll assume you are either dishonest or dangerous. The demons are clever, and I will not risk keeping a ploy of theirs alive in my clan. What? I'm not a demon. I'm not. I will not take that risk. I'm telling the truth. You can't kill me. I try to look at Loken for support, but she shifts to block my view of him. I'm sure Aeon will acquit you of being a threat. If not, well, we'll cross that line when we come to it. Before I respond, she gets to her feet and addresses the other two. What am I supposed to do? If I tell them the whole truth, they'll kill me for sure. I lock eyes with Loken desperately and give him a pleading look. He just looks away. Guess I really was just another piece of salvage to him. Our guest has arrived at a busy time. The mating troop will be here in a few days. The what? Loken, will you be partaking in the indulgence? The husky bares his teeth in displeasure. I've never seen him quite so uncomfortable. No. Are you sure? I will not partake. Drevonia squints at him. Fine, but I expect you to be there regardless. Your absence would be noted by the troop. Wow, Loken looks like he's trying to suppress an outburst. Something has really angered him. Taki, you will ride for the Razorback clan. Find Aeon. Tell him to get here as soon as he can. Say nothing of the human except to him. The last thing we want is Kaius finding out about this. As you say. The wardens will watch over the human until Aeon arrives. Bind Alex's wrists. I'll take him to the pens now. He should... No! Out of nowhere, Loken snarls menacingly at them both. He steps between us, blocking their view of me, and faces them down. No. No. You disapprove. He is mine. What? The human is my salvage. I invoke my right. Alex is mine. He stays with me. Whoa, Loken, what are you... He does not belong to you, Chief. I decide his fate. He is mine. To my surprise, Drevonia looks cordial, amused even. That's quite a move, Loken. Yes. What the hell brought this on? And I gawp, dumbfounded at the trio as the scene unfolds before me. The Black Runner's right is for salvage. You can't claim it on a person. The right is clear. Anything we find in the Black Zone can be claimed. I claim Alex, so he is my responsibility. It is unprecedented, I'll admit. But you're asking for a great deal of trust from me, Loken. If the human isn't safe... He is safe, and he is mine. I will decide his fate. You know what, Chief? This could work. I frown. She's on my side now? Go on. If he is some kind of threat, then Loken is the best person to keep an eye on him. You want to keep that rat safe and away from the other clans? So keep him with Loken. It sends a message, don't it? Everyone knows Loken. Ain't nobody gonna dare touch his salvage, not after last time. Ugh, I can't do Taki voice. Which is a shame, because I love Taki so much. This is the same woman that suggested drowning me earlier. Drevonia nods thoughtfully. That is good counsel, Taki. Good counsel. What do you say, Alex? I blink, surprised that I've been acknowledged at all. I don't want to be anyone's property. You'll be his responsibility, not his property. What do you say? Loken said he didn't trust me earlier. Why the sudden change of heart? I look up at him, trying to discern the husky's motives. He looks back at me, his gaze soft, and smiles warmly. I feel oddly calmed. I'll stay with Loken, then. Then I'm obligated to respect the Black Runner's right. He's your problem now, Loken. I still want Aeon to determine where he comes from, but you have my word he won't be harmed. If he turns out to be dangerous, then on your head be it. Unbelievable. He seriously undermined her authority, and she's just going along with it. I imagine it'll be quite an adjustment sharing your home with him. But try not to injure him again. Loken nods sheepishly. Chief. And perhaps get some layers for him to wear. I hear the tailors have fashioned linens after Zephyr relics. They might be suitable. I will walk back to the village with you to collect some. Good idea. I think you have some explaining to do to me. Loken's ears drop. Yes. He looks at me and points. You will stay. As bossy as ever. I nodded him, not like I was plotting a quick getaway. What do humans eat? Moments ago she was prepared to kill me. Now she's asking me what I want to eat? I'm still reeling from the total inversion of my situation. I try to keep calm and play along. Loken saved me, but I don't want to stretch my luck further. I'm not fussy, I suppose. Aeon said they were omnivores, didn't he? Very well. Taki, remain here until Loken returns. Ah, come on, you're leaving me with the rat? Just watch him for Loken. We won't be long. I'm sure my first guardian can handle that. Fine. Until tomorrow then, Alex. I expect you to regain your strength. There is still much to be discovered about you. Walk with me, Loken. Drevonia fixes me with a final compounding stare and then heads out for the exit. My eyes are struck with blinding light again as the door opens. I shield myself from the cold wind as Loken and Drevonia leave. I'm left alone in the lodge with Taki. Things just turned around for me jarringly quick. I don't know what to think now. She rests her arm against her spear, head shaking irritably. Hey. Hi, Rat. I was wondering. Honey badger. I blink at her. I'm a honey badger. That's what you was gonna ask. Don't ever talk shit at me, Rat. I'll rip your dick off and smack you around the face with it till your head caves in. We good? Yeah. We good. Alright, you got it. You're, not still planning to drown me, are you? She rolls her eyes. Look, Rat, nothing personal. You're Loken's problem now, and I respect him. So if he says you're safe. So no, I ain't gonna drown you. But don't try nothing, or I'll rip my dick off. Yeah, I got that. Grand. She stares at me. Just wanted to say thanks. Eh? For sticking up for me back there. Taki smirks. Don't go getting a wet tip over me. I was just doing my job. You don't seem dangerous. You can barely stand. Drevonia's gonna be ruthless. It's her job. Me? I go with me gut. And me gut says you're too weak to wank off a fly. I'm not sure if I should feel reassured or offended. Well, thanks, either way. Aye, all good. We go back to staring at one another. She's leering at me, amused, as though daring me to say something else. So, the chief said you're her first guardian? What's that? Advisor and defender. Like, bodyguard? Yeah. Most chieftains have 3 or 4 guardians, chosen from the best warriors in the clan. Drevonia's only got the one. Why's that? You seen her? One's all she bloody well needs. You know what people do when I tell them I'm Drevonia's first guardian? They laugh. Are all the chieftains as tough as her? Nah, not by a long shot. She's got a real good rep in these mountains. She's a great warrior, second only to one other. Who's that? You're looking at him. You? Who'd you expect? I blink at her, then shrug. So, are you a black runner too? Nah. Black runners ain't trained to be warriors. They're just tarted up scrap runners. And they're proper rare these days. That being said, I wouldn't want to piss one off. They're devious fuckers. They're mighty smart and got heaps of tricks up their sleeves. Frankly, I wouldn't want to pick on anything that can come within a mile of a demon and not die. I'm glad Loken's on our side. I'd never start a fight with him. Don't tell him I said that, though. How long have you known Loken? Long as he's been around here. He wasn't born in Draconi? Oh, he was. Just got chosen as a Black Runner's acolyte real young. They leave their clan to train with a single mentor when they're children, see? When they're ready, they can either choose to a clan to settle with or go it alone. Loken just returned to his clan of birth, which was us. He's well known in these mountains. People come far to visit and pay their respects to see his salvage, that sort of thing. Is that why the chief respects him so much? Oh, we all respect that ponderous prick. He and the chief just have history. What history? You should ask him. He doesn't like it when I ask questions. Or talk. Or breathe, I think. No, ain't a talkative fella. Most black runners are like that. I frown at her. Gotta have some real resolve to be a black runner, see? Demons in the black zones mess with your head, and only the black runners know how to stay sane around them. Some of them are real zealous as a result. They have a sacred code they try and stick to called the Four. Supposedly it keeps their heads on straight against all the horrors they're up against. Loken ain't like that, but he still takes it serious. It's a real lonely life. They don't like company much, so they all got terrible social skills as a result. Oh. Is that why he's so... You know. I put on my best fake scowl and imitate Loken's voice childishly. Sit. Be still. This is mine. Taki rolls her eyes and laughs. Uncanny. You ain't so bad, Rat. You got anything else you want to ask? She seems to have warmed up to me quickly. Actually, there was one thing that really stuck out in my mind. What's a mating troop? I heard the chief say it. You really ain't from around here, are you? Mating troops travel clan to clan, staying for a few nights. Doing their bit, then moving on to the next. When they arrive, the tribe hosts a night-long party called an indulgence. What's that? If you really want to have it spelled out for you, your race is dying. Yeah, I know humans are... Not humans, males. I blink. Where the hell is this going? Been this way since the Cascade. For every 20 births, only one will be male. What? What? Why? It's called the Affliction. Ain't nobody sure how it happened. Curse? Evil spirit? The old knowledge? Don't matter. Because of the Affliction, there just ain't many guys around. Most males who are fertile join the maiden troops and tour the clans. The indulgence is tradition, a real luxury event. The guys turn up with gifts and food for the women, set up their camp, and get everything ready for the night. So, it's an orgy? Taki nods with ridiculous nonchalance. A sacred occasion to all clans, and our only shot at keeping the birth rates up. I mean, really, it's just a fucking excuse for a party. Everyone drinks and fucks all night and day. That's... wow. Don't worry, we're getting a troop in a few days. You'll see it all yourself. The guys go at it a whole night and day usually. How do they have the energy for that? What? Human males don't like to fuck? I feel my cheeks burn. We We like it, just... You know what? I'm not answering that. I don't remember anything, do I? Sure thing, Rat. Well, the males bring all sorts of fancy treats with them to keep the flow going. Food, supplies, decorations. Plenty of flair, too. Flair? It's an aphrodisiac. Seriously, one sniff of flair and your dick punches a hole through your cottons. She makes a wild gesture towards my crotch, and I flinch uncomfortably. Even a rat like you would be begging every lady you see. Okay, gods. Huh, should see your face all red right now. Looks like a freshly spanked ass. What, would you prefer the guys to take turns on you? I bet they would, too. Those chaps would have you on all fours before you can say, all right, I get it. You guys like to fuck. I don't need details. Does everyone take part in the indulgence? Even Loken? Nah, not everyone. Blackburner's got bigger things to worry about. That ain't to say they don't. Just interferes with their own business, most of the time. And nobody wants to fuck with the Blackrunner's business. Why not? Unspoken law of the land. Don't ever meddle in a Blackrunner's affairs. It's a good way to learn something you'll wish you never knew and can't ever forget. I exhale, reeling from the culture shock. I feel fuzzy. Maybe I've been talking too much. My head hurts. Taki seems to notice. You look bloody shattered. Have a lie down or something, yeah? I'll just wait outside, not like you're going anywhere. She's right. As enlightening as our chat has been, I'm exhausted. All right. No trouble. Watch yourself, Rat. She gives me a final nod, then steps outside into the cold. For the first time since Loken entered the lodge, I'm alone again. I feel myself deflate with fatigue. It isn't quite as cold in here anymore with the heater on, but my lacerated side still stings like crazy. I'm completely weary. I bring my hands up to my face and scrunch my palms tightly into my eyes. I'm not sure how long I sit there, alone with my thoughts. As time goes on, they get darker. That was horrendous. Drevonia already thinks I might be a demon. Even I don't know what I am. Hell, what if I'm not human after all? Hell, what if I am a demon? What if they're right? I groan, flopping back into the bed. I wince at the pain in my side, but keep my eyes shut. Bite, you there? You okay? Not even close. What the hell are we gonna do? We have to be careful. These clans seem cautious of things they don't understand. Maybe this scientist they mentioned can help us. Or he could figure out I'm not human and give Drevonia her excuse to axe me. You are human. Ugh. Frustrated, I sit up steadily and open my eyes. It's gotten darker in the lodge now. It must be evening. Humans can't translate alien languages or scan things like I can. You're not the one doing that. I am. But you're using my body, my human body. Come on, you have to admit, something isn't right. All the better reason to get an expert opinion. All we've been told about this guy is he's a scientist. That could mean anything to them. It could just mean someone who knows to read. Well, it's all we have right now. It's not like Drevonia is giving you a choice anyway. Until we meet him, you're going to have to learn how to survive in this world. You're under Loken's protection now, so just stick close to him. Drevonia won't violate his Blackrunner's right. In the meantime, I'm going to do some internal scans of your systems. I'm not promising answers, but maybe I can get a better idea of what's happening. You just focus on staying safe. Nothing else, just staying safe. Just staying safe. I can do that. I have to admit, without Bite, I'd be screwed. The door scrapes open. I sit up and Loken acknowledges me with an inquiring stare as he enters. Hey. I'm quietly relieved to see him. I pretty much owe him my freedom now, and he's my best source of protection. He has a brown sack of supplies clutched in one paw, some firewood tucked under his armpit, and a thick rolled-up blanket over his other shoulder. I have brought food. Oh, thanks. I'm not hungry. I hadn't even thought about food until he mentioned it. I have brought firewood. Ah, thank you again. I have brought bedding and clothes. My face lights up. Really? Great. I'll take anything warm over these topless rags. A thought suddenly occurs to me. When you found me, was I... Naked? Yes. Oh. Fantastic. Logan tosses one of the sacks onto the bed. I tuck it towards me and peer inside. The clothes aren't what I expected. They've been put together from various materials and colors. There are linen, wool, and fur pieces here. The first thing I pull out is a thick azure hoodie. It's a decent fit and seems thickly padded for warmth. There's a large pocket at the front to put my arms in. I also find a thick pair of leggings, a rugged tunic, a black woolen toque, and some clunky primitive footwear. There's even a pair of hefty cotton socks and some crudely sewn boxer shorts. I notice a buttoned-up opening on the leggings just above the butt. I assume it's for a tail to fit through. Given what the others wear, I was expecting Loken to bring me some kind of skimpy tribal outfit. These designs are pretty modern. Where did you get these? Our tailors fashioned them. But they look like Zephyr clothes? Yes. Why? They are okay. Yes, they're great. Are you sure I can have these? Loken shrugs. They are suitable for you. He blinks. They are suitable for you? Yes, yeah, they are. Thanks. I hold the hoodie up in front of me. I'm not sure how they managed to dye it blue. It's the similar shade as Loken's eyes. Taking a leaf out of his book, I press it to my nose and sniff it. Not as bad as I thought. Reminds me of your eyes. The hoodie. Hoodie? This. It's a hoodie. It is called a hoodie? You didn't know that? No. Oh. Well, I was just saying, it's the same color as your eyes. This is important? No. I just thought it was neat. Okay. He sits, cross-legged by the fire pit, and begins filling it with pieces of firewood from his sack. I tug the tunic and then the hoodie over my head. I take care not to agitate my wound. It's comfortable and warm. This is great, Loken. I appreciate it. Okay. Loken takes a pawful of dried moss from his sack and lays it onto the firewood. I pause to watch him build the fireplace, fascinated. He puts a longer piece of wood on the ground in front of him and takes a smaller stick from his sack. After drawing a short blade from his belt, he begins pruning the end of the stick. What are you doing? Fire. With rubbing sticks? Yes. With piqued interest, I lean closer as he jams the stick against the log and begins drawing it back and forth with both paws. To my amazement, it only takes a few seconds before a small pillar of wispy smoke begins rising from it. Whoa, that was fast. Yes. You're good at that. Before long, the fire pit is crackling with glorious flames. Soft, misty smoke drifts to the ceiling, and a relaxing heat smothers my senses. I'm completely mesmerized. It's heavenly. I shut my eyes for a moment as I'm sat on the bed and feel my muscles warming. For the first time since waking up, I'm relaxed. Come. Huh? Sit, close to the flames. He points to the ground, on the opposite side of the fire to him. Before joining Loken, I decide to put on the leggings. They're much thicker than the ones I'm already wearing. It'll be nice to have some underwear on, too. Loken, could you, He scowls. Turn away. Hmm? I need to, get changed? He continues staring for a while. Okay. His eyes flick to the fire, then to me. He opens his mouth to say something, but just turns his head completely away. That was weird. As quickly as I can tug the rags I'm wearing off, then put on the boxers and padded leggings. They feel a little odd, but I'll take it over having my flesh exposed to the cold. Finally dressed, I drag myself over to the fireplace and hunker down, opposite Loken, trying to fold my legs and mirror his sitting position. He's still looking away. As I join him, his pointy ears curl inward. You are dressed? Yeah. Okay. He looks at me from opposite the fire. The lodge is darker now. My peripheral vision is almost gone, and all I see is his face lit up by the flames. We lock our gazes together. I'm drawn to his more canine features. His ears, his muzzle, the patterns on his fur. The blue of his eyes is more prominent in the flickering firelight. I wonder what he can see looking back. I'm not even sure what my face looks like. What's he thinking about? You... Huh? You are warm? Oh, yeah, thanks. The clothes are good. They are. It feels like he's trying to be friendly, but I don't think he knows how. Why am I even here? If Black Runners are all loners, then why did he invoke his right for me? Hey, thanks. For saving me from your chief. She seemed prepared to have me killed. She would not. You eat meat? I think so. Good. I have brought beef. He twitches his nose at me, then looks down at the flames. He's avoiding the subject. Hey, at least he isn't scowling at me anymore. Why did you claim me? He doesn't answer. You said you didn't trust me before. Then suddenly... Become my acolyte. Sorry? You have wit. Wit? It is a Black Runner instinct. It is one of the four. The four? What? That is our creed. Wit is a Black Runner's sense. It is how we identify Zephyr Salvage and navigate their ruins. It is our spiritual link to their culture. You will be a great Black Runner. I stare, dumbfounded. That's why he evoked his right? Is he insane? Why would... Wait. This is because I identified some of his junk earlier? Like the toothbrush. He thinks I've got some kind of magic connection to Zephyr Salvage. I don't want to outright reject him in case he throws me out of his home, but at the same time... Look, Loken, I don't have wit. I don't have the four. I just remember that stuff. I think maybe I was alive before the Cascade, so, like, the Zephyr were my people. It does not matter. We will start training soon. Hold on. Sorry, but I can't be a Black Runner. I only found out what a Black Runner is today. I don't know anything about anything. You will learn. I am definitely not Scrap Runner material. I haven't even looked outside this lodge yet. I've never fought any demons in my life. You do not know this. You remember nothing. All right, he's got me there. We do not fight demons. We outwit them. You only just met me. My mentor also chose me quickly. But Loken, come on, this is nuts. Taki told me you take acolytes when they're children. Aren't I too old? Loken opens his mouth to answer, but hesitantly shuts it again. His muzzle points downwards, and his gaze drifts off to the side. I wouldn't be your first acolyte, would I? No. How many? 2. What happened to them? He has a very somber expression on his face. Acolytes should be older and wiser, as you are. You are small. You have perfect wit. The Zephyr Warrior people, you can help us. Whoa, help you? How? You have much to offer. I can offer you sarcastic remarks, that's about it. We will see. Become my acolyte. In return, I will help you find out where you have come from. I know there are things you are not saying. I gulp. This is okay. Become my acolyte, and we will find out together. Loken. Enough. You are tired. Only think about it. Here, I have brought food. Loken reaches into his sack again, fumbling around for something inside. I want to press him further, insist that he's completely insane, but my eyes widen when he pulls out a red apple. My chief suggested humans may eat fruit. I chuckle. Yeah, we do. You are smiling? I nod as he passes it to me. I just remembered something. Explain. Nothing. Just that apple was one of the first things I remembered when I woke up. Loken's eyes dip in confusion. He doesn't seem to understand, but doesn't question it. He picks up a hefty stick of beef jerky and bites a chunk off, chewing lazily. I look down at my apple. I'm not hungry. I scowl and flex my belly to detect any trace of hunger, but feel nothing. I need to eat though, right? I bring it to my mouth. Stop! What? A bite's voice booms inside my head. I yelp in shock and the apple tumbles from my hand. Alex? What? Sorry. You are okay. I'm fine. I just, I dropped the apple. Explain. It was, nothing. I'm fine. Sorry. Just slipped. Okay. His eyes soften, but he looks concerned. What the hell, Bite? Don't creep on my brain like that. He's gonna catch on. Sorry, I had to. It's important. Don't eat the apple. Why? It's poisoned? Ah, shit, the hound's trying to kill me? No, you don't eat food. What? No, humans need food to survive. No, you don't. You don't need to eat. Ever. I've been running scans on your internal operating parameters. Your body is sustaining itself perfectly, but I can't tell where it's drawing the energy reserves from. I can't say for certain that it's not from food, so don't eat anything. That's stupid, Bite. All humans need food. I can't. Are you hungry right now? Well, no, but... See? You haven't eaten in 12 hours. You should be famished. Oh, come on, that's... He hasn't been wrong about anything so far. He's right. I'm not hungry. At all. He's got no reason to make this up. Are you kidding me? How? That's impossible. What's wrong with me? How could... You are okay? Hang on. Talking to both of them at the same time is extremely jarring. Oh, I'm fine, just... I toss and catch the apple in the air as casually as I can, then place it down next to me. I'm not hungry. I'll eat later, maybe. You are weak. I'll have something tomorrow. Humans, we don't eat that often, I guess. I'm fine. Okay. Thankfully, he doesn't question me. He goes back to munching on his jerky. These people are already suspicious of me. If Bite is telling the truth, this is going to be really hard to hide from him. Bite, you're saying that I can't eat? Ever? Exactly. Your digestive system isn't functioning. Because you don't need it. Are you going to try and convince me I'm still human after this? Next you'll tell me I don't need to breathe. Would that be so bad? Bite? Do I need to breathe? Maybe try holding your breath and seeing what happens? I look into the flames for a moment whilst Loken is quietly consuming his meal. I close my eyes and hold my breath. "20 seconds. 40. A minute. A minute and a half, and I feel nothing. The urge to breathe isn't there. Of all the things I've experienced, this is definitely the weirdest. I still can breathe. In fact, it feels odd not doing so, but I don't have to. I can hold my breath indefinitely. What the fuck is wrong with me? What am I? Damn it. Alex? I open my eyes. I see Loken staring at me with concern. I hadn't meant to speak aloud. Sorry, I was... You are acting strange. I have upset you. Why would he think that? No. No, you haven't. It's nothing. I'm fine. I have not upset you? What? No, why would you... It is your wound. Oh, yeah, it just stings. Bad. If I don't need food or air, then why do I still feel pain? Why do I still feel tired? I still have some human traits, but I've lost others. Loken promptly shuffles over to me and kneels down at my injured side. Oh, I'm fine, really. I raise a hand to try and dismiss him, but he ignores it. Be still. The husky gently brushes my arm aside. I reluctantly allow him to access the bandages. His paws tenderly graze the linen, and my sensitive flesh flares up in protest. Ah! He puts his other paw on my shoulder to steady me. You are in pain? A bit. Loken huffs. I will get Dawnlily from the shaman. Dawnlily? It is for pain. Oh. I feel the pats on his fingers and palms knead very lightly against my shoulder. I have to admit, he has some kind of magic touch. Every time his paws put pressure on me, He's looking at me. Hey. You are okay? I don't know, there's a lot going on. You are... small. Oh. Okay. You should rest. Yeah. I have bedding for you. Thanks. Loken takes his paw off me. He crosses the lodge to fetch the extra blankets. Hey, Loken? I mean it, thanks. I really don't know what's happening with me. I don't know why I can't remember anything or where I came from, but... thanks. He twists his head in a very dog-like fashion, then nods. All right. Here. He passes the blankets and a pillow to me. They're very thick. There's enough room for me to make some makeshift bedding on the floor. Stay by the fire. I will go to the village. What? Where are you going? I pull the blanket over my shoulder as he moves to the exit. The village. To see the shaman. What for? Dawnlily. For you. Remain here. You need to rest. I want to argue, but he's right. I'm exhausted. Will you be gone long? I will not. Okay. Thanks. Okay. His gaze lingers on me for a moment, then he stoops under the doorway and heads back outside. I turn back to face the fire. The heat soaks into my skin and my muscles begin to feel lighter. I'm exhausted. My body starts to feel heavy. I am hypnotized by the flame dancing before me. My face is starting to feel dry from the heat, but I don't care. I'm just so exhausted. I should call Bite and talk to him. After I take a second to myself. My eyes begin to shut. My head falls onto my chest. My eyes jerk back up suddenly. All my peripheral vision has gone dark. There's just those gorgeous warm flames. I shut my eyes. And I think that's where I'm going to call it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.